I have been practicing medicine since 1989. Every year you learn more and more things, so definitely there are several things in my bag.
I very much like working with Dr. Flores because he has an amazing vast of experience. His training in allopathic medicine is a real complement to my training in naturopathic medicine. His background also in orthopedics, which will cover all athletic injuries.
I think the biggest treatment tools nowadays for me is complex homeopathy and biological medicine, which is mostly isopathics. I use a lot of remedies, everything from Germany for the best companies in the world, but I believe complex homeopathy and biological medicine are the biggest tools that I have now.
My areas of interest is women's health and children's health because I have two of my own children, and I am really interested in pregnancy and prenatal and postnatal care, as well as chronic illness. I have some training in biological medicine, so I'm really excited to use that in my practice.
After I finished medical school, I was very interested in sports. I actually went to medical school with a full scholarship playing basketball. So sports were a big part of my life. I happened to be accepted on the Shriners Hospital, which is a pediatric orthopedic hospital. I think that that's, without a question, the year that I became a physician. Following protocols and seeing all those many kids in Mexico City in the hospital. The type of conditions that I like to treat in my practice are mostly chronic degenerative issues.
I was an Olympic and professional basketball player. Well, Dr. Flores has, as they say, kept me in the game for probably more than extra 20 years. I should have probably taken the easy way out, but I'm a competitive person and I like the adrenaline and I like to play. So he's enabled me to continue to play probably past my years.
We've based our treatments in 3 different phases, one of them being the correction of the milieu. And by the milieu, I'm talking about the extracellular space where all our cells swim. One of the things that we fix usually is pH imbalances. We use homeopathics for that. And the other thing we do work heavily on, that most people understand, is in the lymphatic system. We use homeopathics for that, and we have very interesting technology that works fantastically.
I came to Dr. Flores over a month ago, and at that time I was on medication. I've already stopped medication and I'm already starting to feel better.
Initially came to see Dr. Flores because my 10-year-old daughter was suffering from very bad stomach pain and actually had to miss a month of school. And we had had every normal sort of test that our regular doctor could offer. So when they suggested we do some sort of exploratory surgery to see what was happening inside, we decided to explore some alternative methods and were recommended to Dr. Flores. And within a week of my daughter seeing him, she was able to be pain-free and return to school.
I would describe Dr. Flores as a very empathetic doctor, a doctor who is very holistic in the fact that he wants to know your entire history, and that's what I was impressed about. He didn't care just about my one disease. He wanted to know about my body entirely and how I was feeling as a person.
He looks at you as a whole human being, not just, oh, you have this problem, we'll treat that problem. He tries to get it to the root of what's happening with you as a whole.
I had severe pain in both calves from the explosiveness that comes in basketball. Basketball is a very difficult sport because you're stopping and starting and you're twisting at high torque levels. He treated me for my calves. I haven't had any problem with my calves for over 5 years. I have had 2 problems with my knees, a meniscus operation on both the left and the right in the last 3, 1 in each knee. And I've had some arthritis, which they had told me to basically give up and quit playing. And thanks to Luis, I'm still playing.
The greatest satisfaction, I think, for any physician is to see a smile on the face of your patients, because in some way, in some shape, you improve their lives. And it's actually a fantastic thing to see. So that gives me the biggest satisfaction, see the next generations that are going to be healthier and more educated.